Wednesday. Wednesday is a beautiful day. Blessings. So blessings. Blessings be to all those who woke up to experience this day. Because there's a lot of us that didn't. There's a lot of us that didn't, A lot of us woke up, but a lot of us didn't wake up today. So, I hope that you have some gratitude somewhere deep in that heart. All right? We out here though. Yo, we're listening.
Little think. Little think.
Little think.
Little man think.
Do you think your insecurities are just as strong as they were 10, 20 years ago, or is it less?
I think that they're the same. I think they're still there. Like,
It's still there, bro. You just grow. You just go to overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we out here though. We just finished drinking the brew. Got the ingredients right there for all of y'all that is curious. For all those yous who's wondering, yo, what this guy taking? You know what I'm saying? That's, we got the Sheila Heat right here. We got a whole bunch in the back. So if any of y'all, need some Sheila Heat, hit your guy up. I got the Sheila Heat. I got some pure official stuff. I know there's a lot of different sources from where to get them from, especially Amazon, but not all those are gonna give you the kind of quality. You can get quantity. There's a difference between quantity and quality. All right, so if you want some quality, hit your boy up. We got the Sheila Heat. Yo, but like I said, look, got the ashwagandha, the smell of horse, which helps with vitality. Been in Ayurvedic medicine for, a long ass fucking time, longer than I've been alive. We got some lucuma. Just added this to our, lovely lifestyle. And that, been in Peruvian for a minute too as well. We got the cordyceps mushroom extract. It's just official. It smells kind of weird though. And we got the powerhouse, the alkalinizing powerhouse of, everything I consume, because I love chocolate. I love cacao. Not a big fan of vanilla, so I'll make anything taste like cacao. It'll be any shake, and if it's got any weird taste or something as powerful as like maca, I ran out of maca, I need to get some maca. But if you got something as powerful as like maca or those kind of foods that have like powerful taste that you really don't enjoy the taste of, I always add some cacao. Always add some cacao. If you don't got strawberries or pineapples, those strong, acidic, citrus-like flavors, you better go with some cacao. If you don't like the vanilla, you love chocolate, add some raw cacao. It alkalinizes everything, and it decalcifies your pineal gland too. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? These are like, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you add the cinnamon that I add and some pink Himalayan salt that I always add to my brew. But yeah, this is how we stay healthy. This is how we keep the body in alignment. You know what I'm saying? So them chakras are in order, so that the mind is functioning right, so that the spirit and the emotions and all that stuff is in order. So we're not overly stressed. We're not overly depressed. We're not overly anxious. We're not overly indulging in all of these feelings that, can negatively affect you if you're not in the right state of mind. You get what I'm saying? You may think a depressing thought, and instead of just thinking it for like a second, you may stay in that thought for 10, 20, 30 seconds, even a minute, sometimes even an hour. But it all starts with what you put into your mouth and what you listen. So if you notice,
it's not stopped, it's come. Yeah, for me, fear, the things I'm scared of, I'm like, come on. It's calling me. It says, hey, come play over here. It's an indicator. It's a good indicator, not a bad indicator.
For me, it was criticism. I was always trying to wear this mask growing up. I hated the word bitch because likely felt like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I maybe didn't act like a bitch, but I felt like a bitch. And it was maybe because of all the bitch likeness that was going on around me that made me also think like a bitch. You get what I'm saying? But I never acted like one, so I never really, I felt disrespected whenever I heard that word. But then I've dealt with all that bitchness, you know what I'm saying? So therefore I don't think like a bitch anymore. because I don't think like a bitch. I don't feel like a bitch. And for children, as children, we don't often act like bitches. We don't often act cowardize in a cowardly way when we're young because we want to. We have if you're a male, you have that machistic, way of being. But as you get older, you know what I'm saying? As you get older, as you grow into a man, into an adult male, your thoughts, which later turn into your feelings, become more powerful, and then you know what I'm saying? They affect us negatively because we act on it. What you think is how you'll feel, and how you feel is how you act. That's just how it is. Body, mind, spirit. But it starts, with us humans, it starts with how we think. You know what I'm saying? How we think always affects how we feel, and how we feel always ends up determining how we act, and how we act is how we think and how we feel. And it's just a vicious cycle that we have to be mindful. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a person that has very strong feelings. I have always had very strong feelings. And it was often confusing when I ended up having feelings for more than one female. So, you know what I'm saying? I ended up having to learn that, you're always going to have feelings. You're always going to have strong feelings. But if you don't have no intellectual capacity to understand those feelings, then you're going to fuck yourself over and whoever comes into your sphere of influence. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you have the power to influence. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that, it's okay to love more than one woman. At the end of the day, you are birthed by a woman, and you end up falling in love with a woman and having children with a woman. But you know what I'm saying? And you end up having women always in your life. So there's nothing wrong with loving more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a daughter, and you're going to have to be able to love your mom, your wife, your daughter, and even your sister and cousin and so on. If you don't have the right stuff up in this dome piece right here, then you're not going to be able to do nothing good for them ladies, nor yourself, nor the sphere that you have so much power and influence over, just based on the kind of person that you are and the kind of person that you become in life. I'm going to keep listening to somebody that, to people that are smarter than me, that have a lot more wisdom than me at the moment, that have a lot more material and financial possessions that allow them to be of the greatest possible value and influence to everybody in their sphere of influence, so that I can hopefully, possibly, and through faith and confidence, grow into somebody, that can also have the impact that I want, that I know, and that I'm supposed to have on life. So like I said, I'm going to keep doing these things. I'm going to keep listening to the people, finish seasoning this baby right here. And I'm going to go and, sweep up my environment. I'm going to clean up my temple, just as I cleaned up this temple earlier. All right. You have a great one. Love y'all. One.
Consuming me. You don't turn into a carnivore because you're bored. And she's right, because every time in my life when I'm bored, I become destroyed.
Get nasty, negative.
I get nasty. Because I'm not being productive, man. Work is I think work is a gift. Is the gift that doesn't look like a gift from God. People all talk about
boy, a savage, yo.
Or they hate their job. Dude, I love my jobs. I love jobs. I love having a place to work. I've been out of work. I'll take any job. I'd rather any job than no job. I go flip hamburgers. I like doing dirty jobs. Mike Rowe, I love Mike Rowe. Because he'll do the dirty job. And I trust people that will do dirty